What is up, guys? I'm sorry I haven't made a vlog on this channel in such a long time. Oops, I guess. But here's a short vlog, I guess, to basically say what I've been doing and what I'm going to be doing in the future. So, yeah. So what I've been doing recently, actually, is kind of trying to save my fucking job and stay in this province. The Nova Scotia Film Tax Credit was actually cut in the latest budget, very blindsidedly towards the industry. There was no consultation, it just came out of the blue. They cut it from $24 million a year to about $6 million a year. And I see a lot of articles, too, going around. If you've actually read about this, some people have, I know, that are international, and they've confronted me, like some of my people that watch Infinite Gamer from, like, Norway and stuff like that. I've been like, hey, heard about this, 100% to 25%, man, that sucks. And while technically that is the right numbers to use, sort of, because we went from 24 million, 100%, to 6 million, which is 25% of that, but technically when they're talking about this, it makes it sound like we got 100% tax back, which means that we would get 100% of everything we spent in back from the government. That is not true. We only got 65% total back, which is only if we shot in rural Nova Scotia. In the city, we got 50%, and give or take 5% for other specialty areas and historical stuff and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff, that's just, whatever. The general rule is 65% rural, 50% in Halifax itself. That's the whole consultation. So yeah, I've been kind of trying to fight that, and it kind of sucks. So there was a rally, actually, last week. I talked about it on my 3 years on YouTube video, on my main channel there a couple of days ago, so if you want to see a couple of pictures of that, you can go check that out if you want to. There are other pictures online. You can search up NS Film Rally, all kinds of pictures. There's some videos and stuff as well. And there's some clever marketing videos as well that have come out, which is kind of funny and cool and whatnot. But all in all, it's just a really sad thing that we have to fight for our industry, and that so many people came out to this rally. There was somewhere estimated like 5,000 people. I personally think it was a little bit less than that, probably around 3,500 or so. Though they did get a total over the entire day of at least 5,000 people, because there was almost 4,900 signatures on a petition that they had that you could sign, and people weren't allowed to sign twice and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there was at least 5,000 people there throughout the day, because not everybody would have signed it, and almost 5,000 people did sign it, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I went to that. That was 8 hours. I was there the entire 8 hours, and then some, actually, and then I got home and all that kind of stuff. And I've also been working on a documentary called Generation Gaming, which I haven't worked out all the details to yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some older people, I guess you could say it, parents, technically, in it, so, in their 40s and late 30s and stuff like that, who grew up with, Nintendo, who grew up with Sega and all that kind of stuff, and then their kids who are also now into gaming, stuff like that, and just how that brings their family together. So, yeah, that's kind of all I've got right now. I'm still working on a full treatment and all that kind of stuff right now, but expect to hear more about that and update vlogs and all that kind of stuff once that really gets going again, sort of like Halifax Vintage. I really want to do this after Halifax Vintage. Halifax Vintage was kind of the testing ground to see, one, if there was interest in a gaming documentary in the Halifax region, which there definitely was, two, if people were interested in actually helping me out with the documentary, which there was definitely a lot of people, and three, if I could actually do a full documentary on gaming, and I sort of could. And back then I was in my third semester out of 6 in my school. I had still not learned a whole ton of a lot of stuff. It was still run and gun for the most part, planning and stuff like that. We didn't really learn until a little bit later. So this time I have a chance to, one, not be restricted on time limits, because I was restricted to time limits on Halifax Vintage. Two, I've learned a lot more in editing, in shooting, in audio, in framing, in how to make a documentary and not have it suck. So there's a lot of that I want to put into this and stuff, and see the improvement and the difference that the last year has actually made on me as a filmmaker. And yeah, so Halifax Vintage was really a testing waters type of thing, real testing grounds type of thing, and this one will be the one that I really want to get into in depth with and, have fun with, obviously. So expect to hear a lot more about that in the coming weeks, months. I don't know when I'm going to be finished it, per se. I'd like to give a date. I don't even know who's starring in it yet. I'm still putting out feelers and stuff like that, and I plan on putting out some ads looking for people in the next couple of days, actually. So hopefully we'll get the ball rolling, and we'll get this documentary done and recorded and out for the viewing pleasure. Now, I don't know about this one, if it'll be on YouTube or not. I'm going to see if I actually can't get it in maybe a couple of festivals, depending on when it's finished, depending on what festivals are coming up, and that kind of stuff. But we'll see, because you never know. Other than that, though, just wanted to make that just to let you guys know what's going on and all that kind of stuff. So expect some more vlogs and stuff from me now that stuff is really kind of winding down a little bit. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.